Yo, 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 it's your boy One Deep 215 back with another video. Well, it's day one of this EBT SNAP food stamp situation. It's day one, no food stamps. And I wasn't going to touch on this topic. I just wasn't. It don't pertain to me that much. But the reason why I am touching on it is I went to the store. I went to Walmart real quick in my daily routine throughout my day while I was, at work. Not too long ago, matter of fact. To grab something quick. And when I went in there, I noticed the difference. I noticed not just the fact that it's less people. I'm sure the food stamp crisis has something to do with that. It wasn't even that. It was the fact that I saw so many undercover cops in that Walmart. It didn't make no sense. I mean, none. Now, they call themselves undercover. They might be undercover to some people, but they never been undercover to me. I could spot them a mile away. That's neither here nor there. But it was so many off-duty officers, undercover. I used to call them phone sex operators, just for comedic purposes, because they used to have a little earpiece in their ear, and they just sit there, and you could tell. On the lighter note, you could tell when they like undercover, just their mannerisms, the way they looking up, the way they look at stuff, acting like they looking at the nutritional facts on the back of an item. Come on, bro, you don't care how much sodium is in that package. You here to watch me or watch people. But that's on the lighter note. In all seriousness, when I stopped in there, I noticed so many undercovers, and I'm like, man, they expecting the worst. And we hear people on social media and platforms that are like saying, mostly women, if I'm being real, and that's who is targeted the most. I understand that. Single moms that are like, or not even single moms, just women in general. That's who is affecting the most. It's affecting a lot of people, but it's affecting them the most. And we see them saying things, oh, I gotta do what I gotta do, and I'm going up in these markets and getting what I need to feed my kids. And it's all buffoonery, if you ask me. Don't get me wrong. I do feel sorry for the elderly that can't afford food, that's on those strict budgets or what have you. And I do feel sorry for the moms and the fathers who really do need that assistance with EBT, SNAP, food stamps, whatever you want to call them. I always just call them food stamps. That SNAP and EBT stuff is, I know is, that's what people call it now, but I never, when I was coming up, it was just plain old food stamps. But I feel sorry for those people. Who I don't feel sorry for is for the people that abuse the system and do things like sell stamps, give their stamps away, not spend them stamps on what it was made for, which is their children, all the way on the up and up. Those people I have no sympathy for. I have no sorrow for. I just don't. And we all know somebody that don't use their stamps well. They don't use them for the right purpose. So those people I don't feel sorry for. But getting back to my initial point, we see women and just people are like on social media saying things like, if they don't cut my food stamps on by this date, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And those aren't people trying to survive. Those are just thieves. Those aren't people that is doing what they gotta do for their children. Some might say that's what it is, but anytime you saying that you're gonna go into a supermarket and take what you can buy, you're a thief. I don't care who it's for. I don't care who it's for. For you to even say that on social media show just how messed up you is. Because if you're going to do it, do it. That's not nothing to broadcast. That's not nothing to wear like a badge of honor. That's not nothing to scream to the mountaintops. If you're going to do it, do it. And deal with the consequences. But what this outcome, because I don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, it's day one. And the reason why I call it day one, I know it's November 3rd, but it's day one of the actual shutdown because the first fell on the Saturday. Nobody really was affected. Nobody was going to get no stamps on the Saturday anyway. Now we come to Monday, and now you probably still won't see the effects from it for about a week or two, if it lasts that long, which I'm hoping it don't, all in all. Because at the end of the day, people do have to feed themselves. Like I said, the people that really need it. The people that is taking care of what they're supposed to with them stamps. The people that is on the fixed income, the elderly and things of that nature. So I do feel sorry for those people. But if it do last a week, 2 weeks, that's when you're going to start seeing things. I also heard that some of these markets here in my city is partially boarded up, which is a shame because that's crazy that that's the lengths that they got to go to be prepared for some type of chaos. I watch the news. There's all types of food banks. There's all types of drives. There's all types of funding. There's ways to feed your children. So anybody that's going to go out here, and I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't want it to happen. But anybody alleging to go out here and loot, riot, steal, whatever, you're a fool. And you're just showing how ignorant you really are. Shouldn't nobody be doing that, let alone speaking on it. If you're going to do it, do it. I've always been by that school of thought. I'm not going to talk about something malicious I'm going to do. I'm going to just do it. There's nothing to broadcast because there's nothing to be proud of in saying that. But what we is going to see out of this whole food stamp crisis is the real ones. We going to see the ones that is about it and is rocking out for a greater good for their children and for themselves. Because we going to see the ones that's going to push that BS to the side for their kids. And what I mean by BS, well, I'm talking about these single mothers, the eyelashes, the hair, the weave, the makeup, the shoes, the bags, the purses. All that stuff should become secondary now because you have mouths to feed. All you mothers of the year that talk like your shit don't stink, let's see all that frivolous BS, the money you spend on men, the money you spend on your girlfriends, the outlandish $40 lunches that you have at work. Because a lot of people want to say, well, women going to be bad. I don't think it's going to be that. Women going to be out here, they going to be needy, they going to be wanting men. Some maybe. But most of these women got too much pride, and that's for real, I don't even condone it. I don't condone just because you don't have what you once had as far as food accommodations with those stamps. Now all of a sudden, you want to turn to the other side. No, stand on that. Stand on whatever you were standing on the whole time. I would respect it more. And I'm not saying that tongue in cheek. I'm actually serious. But we're going to see who the real ones is. We're going to see who the ones that's willing to go to some of these food drives, if it get that deep. Go to some of these pantries or what have you. Pride shouldn't matter. Pride shouldn't matter at all. You're a real one. You love your children. You love your nieces, nephews, whoever you provide for with them stamps. Then stand on it. That's what really I don't hear a lot of people talk about. The real ones is going to shine. Because even if they do got too much pride to stand in them pantries, well, the next level of that is ain't no manicures, pedicures, eyelashes, clown face, all that bullshit that y'all spend on every month on makeup and hair and care products, that should be secondary to feeding your children. So we're going to find out who the real ones is. People don't talk about that. People talk about other stuff that don't have nothing to do with nothing. Let's see these mothers of the year really step up now that they don't have that assistance. Believe it or not, people don't realize a lot of people, at least maybe it's a Pennsylvania thing, I'm not sure, but here in my state, a lot of women ain't even getting food stamps like once like it used to be, I should say. They claim this person make too much, this and that, who's living with you. Y'all know how it go with the government. I could write a book on it. And the ones that is getting, they getting a minimal amount. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people on food stamps. I'm not saying that. But it ain't easily accessible as it once was. Back in my day, everybody got them. No matter where you worked, how much you made, what you had, what was your side hustle, what was this, what was that. Now, like I said, that could be just a PA thing, but from what I see, the people I know, a lot of them ain't even getting it. They got a bag for it, and when they do get it, it's maybe a year down the road. They forgot that they qualified. They forgot that they put an application in. And the ones that is getting it ain't even getting no top dollar. So they still putting cash towards food for the month, if we being real. Maybe that's just the people I know. But it's going to show in totality who's the real ones. Who's the real ones? Who's these real women that claim, okay, my priorities is intact. My kids come first. This and that. Well, now that you don't have them few extra bucks to spend on bullshit, let's see what's really popping. That's what the more message that it should be. Like I said, I hope it don't get that far. Because if you ask me, I'm not going to go deep on this. But the government is a crock of shit anyway. We all know that. So I'm not rooting for do away with stamps. That's bogus. I'm too much of a realist. Like I said, I don't feel sorry for the people that gets over on the system and sell these stamps, kids hungry, refrigerator empty. I don't feel sorry for those people. Giving half of your stamps to men and what have you. Come on. We gotta be real. I'm from the cloth of realness. You got women out here funding men with their stamps and don't have none to give, none for their kids. That's a thing where I come from. I don't know. So I don't feel sorry for those people that spend them stamps wrong. But the ones that really do need it, the elderly and the women and the men that actually use it for what it's supposed to be for, yes, I do. Because we all know how hard it is out here. I know I do. So, getting back to the government, it's bogus because anytime you're talking about the budget this and the Federal Reserve and the this and that, come on, y'all print money. It shouldn't be that much of a budget crisis for anything when it comes to anything government or Federal Reserve. I can see these local funding and these nonprofit corporations and things. There is budget crisis in America. But anytime it got anything to do with the government, it shouldn't. Y'all print money. So whatever this is for, it's BS. And I ain't going to get into the ins and outs of it because I don't know all the ins and outs. But I'm not one of the people standing by the government with every little thing they do and saying, no, this is right and this is... No. Because the government get over on us in more ways than one. And I could write a book on that. But we'll see. Just wanted to give my little take on it. Like I said, I wasn't going to touch this topic, but I was inspired by what I seen in my daily, in my routine. I'm like, wow. So it's one of them things we just going to have to wait and see. If you like videos like this, hit it with a like. Don't be scared to comment on my video and tap that notifier bell so you can see when more videos like this come out. Until the next time, I'll see y'all in the next one.